I was very overwhelmed, frustrated, angry, felt defeated often, and just really not enjoying the time that I have with my children.
Not that I don't love my kids or my husband, but sometimes I would dread the feeling of coming home because I knew that I would have that stress, anxiety feeling.
I used to not want to go anywhere with my kid. I used to dread leaving the house. I was trying to avoid tantrums.
I couldn't ever get my son to listen, no matter what technique I tried, what book I read.
I was extremely overwhelmed. Things felt very chaotic.
And I was like, something needs to change because I don't like the parent that I am right now. Yelling, like I said, spanking my child, and just like essentially throwing adult tantrums.
The community that this program provides has been life-changing.
So it's a very collaborative, supportive environment.
Flora is absolutely amazing and cares so deeply and so passionate about that. And I think her ability to connect with people and just relate on that personal level. And once you start with that connection, then from there, all the education, everything comes out. So it's been life-changing for Shannon and I.
I would recommend it to any parent that's just stuck and struggling and just doesn't know what to do or wants to help their kids, manage their emotions better and manage your emotions better, because really the whole program is about your transformation.
That's what it came down to for me. It was like, I know I need to do this, and it's hard, but it's the right kind of hard. Like, we got to put in the work, and especially like if you're dealing with generational cycles, I want to nip this in the bud.
This small investment, because it's really not this like drain on your time. What's the drain is just having to be a slave to those emotions that your kid has or your own emotions.
I feel better. I feel like it's a breath of fresh air. I feel like I can enjoy parenting again.
We're actually working together, and to see that change in my son where he wasn't frustrated with everything I was saying and I could ask him to do something and it actually got done, that was amazing.
It's been the best decision of my entire life to have that closeness and not go through the everyday motions, but be their mom, and have them look up to me and know that I really care and I want to listen to them. And that's what this program's brought for me.
Each thing we learned, I found my confidence growing that, hey, kind of whatever happened, we can figure this out.
If I can reach the stars, pull one down for you, shining on my heart.
I think the main thing is just having our whole family be able to like manage our emotions better. And my husband and I having that mindset shift where we're able to, keep ourselves under control because we know that it's normal, and we're just like, this is normal. We know that there's going to be an upset, but we know that it's going to be controllable, and it doesn't, I guess, just like the general takeaway is it doesn't feel out of control anymore. Whereas before it was like, we felt like our kids, like everything had just slipped away from us. Like we didn't have any control. And now even though it's not perfect and it's still hard, we still have hard days. We feel like we have more of the power now versus like our kids had all the power before.
Yeah.
And so that has been, I really like, honestly, just the mindset shift has been life-changing for us. It's like our lives are completely different now. And, we're just really glad that we, decided to do this. And thank you for providing this space for parents to come and get the help that they need. And, and it's really not, you make it really easy to implement it, like very simple, like tools that you can take away. And I think that is really nice too, that you don't feel overwhelmed. You're like, okay, here's one thing I can try today. And then here's one thing I can try tomorrow, and so that was a lot of things, but that was my overall I think the overall is just the mindset shift, and then just like the really easy tools that you can implement. So yeah, thank you. It's been awesome. We're like so thankful.
Yeah, so Flora is absolutely amazing and cares so deeply and so passionate about that. And I think that just overflows into her work ethic and how much time she spends on research and everything to make sure that she's got, the most current information, all that stuff. And then, as you've probably seen in this last hour already, her ability to connect with people and just relate on that personal level. And once you start with that connection, then from there, all the education, everything comes out. So it's been life-changing for Shannon and I, and how we parent, and what I've seen out of his reactions to how I would normally enter a situation. Go, okay, no, what would Flora say? And with that approach, it is night and day difference. And so,
And her methods really do work. Like, we're living proof of it. We don't have an easy child. You can ask Luann and Rich, but we don't have an easy one. And this stuff really, really works.
And there were a lot of things I didn't think would work. And I'd be like, no way, but I'll try it. And then it did work. And I was like, oh. She was
From an
right.
outside perspective, I would say, yes, it's been a night and day difference as Jeff and Shannon have adopted different techniques they've heard from Flora. Just the changes we've seen in Ryder and their parenting has been terrific.
When I woke up in the morning, every morning, it felt like I was tiptoeing, walking on eggshells to not piss off my 4, 5, 6-year-old, because he would flip his lid so quickly. And it was like I would do everything to not make him angry. And so it was exhausting and, like I said, overwhelming, tiring, frustrating, all of that. But now we've gotten to a place I was noticing a couple weeks ago, one week, random weekend day, Finnan was writing random love notes throughout the day to Ryle and I, and giving us hugs and wanting to snuggle. And so it's like he's a totally different kid, and I don't wake up dreading the day with my kids or dreading going in public places. Like, it's fun to be with them now. So it's so much better.
What I would do was utilize my kindness and be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind. And then I'm getting stretched too thin. And then I would explode into monster mom so bad. And it was so confusing for my toddler because he was like, Mom, you were being so nice. And then all of a sudden, you're monster mom.
Yeah.
And I could not keep parenting like that. It was not effective. It was straining our relationship. It was straining my husband and I's relationship. As a family as a whole. We have a newborn daughter. She was just born in August. And I realized too, that's not how I wanted my relationship to be with her when she was the age of my toddler. So I did your 5-day webinar. And your free one. And once I had completed that, I went to my husband and I said, it's time for us to make some changes. How do you feel about this? And it took him a couple days to come around. But once he started seeing me implementing what I learned from your webinar, he was like, okay, I can see how this is gonna work for us. And so he jumped on board, and ever since then he was just like, I can't believe that, he's like, this has just been worth every penny that we've paid. And for my husband to say that is huge.
I feel like I got the manual to my kid, and people, like, I have a support system that I can troubleshoot when I'm like, okay, I tried what's in the manual, it's not working, what do I try next? And they give you like a bunch of it's so nice. It makes parenting like so much easier. So thank you for putting this together, for making it remote so I can, it doesn't matter, we don't have to be in Bozeman to attend your stuff. Like, it's just yeah, thank you.
I completely agree. I can't thank you enough for where we're at now. And I know it's, what we put into it too, but I think it's, especially in situations for me, sometimes it's awkward and uncomfortable to share my version of the story. So hearing what someone else did and being able to take that and apply it to my situation, it's nice. So for sure, the community and everything like that, it's good.
The way that you present them and formulate them is so simple. And they really are on the top of my mind. So I can take, one action set that you present and I can use it for that day or that week, and it's just there. I don't have to think about it. It's not hard.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm working hard, and I'm seeing results.
And I am here because I want to just share, things are bursting over here in the transformation program. And I want to say to you, if you've been struggling this week and you've been wishing you had a mentor to help you have like a toolbox that really works in parenting, if you have been wishing that you had a community to really hold you in the struggles that you face in parenting and be able to give you a space to like just be a basket case or share that it's hard, it's here, and mamas are just having huge transformations in there. 3 main stories I want to share with you. One was a mama who said, I am just feeling patient. I'm like still having my kid have these blow-ups, but I, with my 2-year-old, am able to know what to say, walk away, be calm, come back. We ended with a hug. He moved on in like 2 minutes, and it was amazing. Had another mom who said with her 1-year-old, I feel like I have the handbook to parenting. Like, I know it's not like the handbook, but it's like, I feel like it's enough that it gives me what to do, and then I'm able to customize it to my child, and I don't feel this like hopeless, wondering, like confusion and sense of being lost. I know what to do, and it's feeling so good. And a third mom who's had a child be really physically aggressive and able to respond to him in a way where the next morning he was making different choices and said, Mommy, I'm ready to make good choices. And she's loving that ease and knowing how to handle those difficult challenges. So if you are sitting there and you're struggling and you're doing it alone, I want to say you do not have to be there, Mama. I would love to work with you and talk to you about the program of support that I offer. Schedule a clarity call. Let's talk. Let's see if this is the right fit for getting you to that same place of success of those stories that I just shared.